All right, this is my second match of the R.B.E.T tournament. I'm playing Frog FTK. Frog FTK in quotes. I think I get to go first. Yes. Okay, good. All right, so this hand does nothing. What do we do here? Yeah, this is just dog shit. So I'm pretty sure I end up like just getting stuck on Exodius and Thunder Dragons. And he's playing Glads, which is like famously really, really good against frogs. I have basically zero practice with this deck against any human being, so I was really tilted the moment I saw he was playing Glads because I knew it was my counter. I didn't get to practice it. So this was a little bluff. It ultimately didn't matter that much, but I just knew that I probably wasn't going to get anywhere with this Marais of Greed because I would need to draw 2 waters. And if they were like relevant waters, then it's worth the risk to potentially draw a swap frog and make some stuff happen with Exodius. So that was good, but he ends up blowing up both. Trapstone and Shrink, that's funny. Double Aquaria, that's funny. So Treeborn, completely useless against Glads. He gets to blow my shit up, and that's just a scoop. Like, he just had game right there. So that felt real bad. I think I just run it back. I don't even know if I changed anything. So that's really good. That's the combo right off the bat. Normal summon Substoad, Foolish for Fishborg. Yeah, we have plenty of dead cards. There's no extender beyond this, so I think if I'm wise, I'll keep a Dupe Frog in the deck. Even though it's really weak against... No, I didn't. Maybe I just knew. I think I was thinking that earlier. That, like, normally you could just do 1 Dupe Frog with a Substoad, but against Glads it's completely useless. So if you can't do the double Dupe Lock, you might as well just get rid of it. You might as well just, like, go all in combo, because you just don't stand a chance otherwise. So here I do the thing I was talking about earlier, where, you know, I use my card advantage to get double poison draw. Instead of pulling out all 3 poison draws, I just pull out 2, because I just want to end on a poison draw. This was incorrect. I guess I was already tilted. So you don't want to do the Salvage Marais of Greed until after you've done your little loop, because you want to draw things that aren't, you know, Swap Frog and Poison Draw Frog. And then I drew exactly Swap Frog, Poison Draw Frog, and Marais of Greed. So I kind of got bailed out, but now I was down on Marais of Greed, which is a really good play for me. Do my little Shrink play. I think we're feeling comfy now because we have Exodius to extend. We got to send everything back. We have a Poison Draw in play, which is a little annoying, but it's not really any extra value, so it doesn't really matter that's in play. Send back all the garbage frogs, and then collapse the board. That sucks drawing that Swap Frog, but Thunder Dragon kind of bailed us out a little bit. Because now when we use this Exodius... Yeah, see, there I had to bounce the Swap Frog to special summon a Swap Frog to send the Poison Drop. Yeah. So that's a -1. Like, you hate to do that.
That's a little rough.
You're never trying to do that. And look at this hand. Like, so when I extended, I went -1 to do that. Just so I could draw, like, another, like, dead card. So we're not looking too comfy, besides the fact that we have Exodius. If we had 2 Fishborgs here, it would be really nice. But we don't. So we have to leave the swap out. Because we need the +1. And see here, I'm even committed. I was like, this is probably going to... Normally, I don't care. I'm just like, balls to the wall. Let me just put everything in attack, because I know it's not going to make it. But I thought this Exodius... Actually, I think I already decided. I think I decided to Dupe Block here. This is where I knew I was out of gas. Yep. Boom. So I was like, this is how I'm going to get there. Although I get to do Dupe Block and... what is it? Yeah, Unifrog. So this is, like, the king of, like, stall boards. I mean, obviously he had Book of Moon, some decent stuff. Like, so if this wasn't Glads, this wouldn't be so bad for him to book one of my things, because I have double dupe and Substoad to protect the dupe. But, like, unless he can wipe my whole board, then I have Flip-Flop to bounce his board and Unifrog to attack every turn, so... It's stable, like, it's still fine. Like, I'm not sweating this. Ramilla to blow that up, I get my thing. Let's see, what did he set? Trap Stun, Solemn. I think he Solemns this. Yep, which is pretty wild. Because, like, I don't know if I do it here, but you can normal summon Swap Frog, send the dupe, end this back to your hand, and then extra normal summon it once you bounce the Swap Frog. Okay, that's exactly what I did. Oh, I said I can kill that. I was like, he doesn't have a Mirror Force. I'm just banking. He doesn't have a Mirror Force. So I destroy shit. Now he's down to 2 cards. Oh my god, I'm crazy. I just make a Stardust.
You were fucking... Is this just the tilt from the previous game? Like, holy shit.
I mean, this is aggressive. Stardust
this is aggressive as hell.
Stardust does a lot against Glads, so I think I just knew I wanted one. And when I was like, how do I want to end this turn? Since I got rid of dupe, it's like, it's not necessarily the best. Flip-Flop Frog isn't going to get me there necessarily, and I was like terrified that this was going to be something relevant. It obviously wasn't. So like, we're chilling, and this turn ends up being pretty good. Yeah, because I bounced both his things with a Bryonic, and I just got to go for game right there, so that was awesome.
That was so much different than the rest of these games.
Yeah, well, like I said, I was on tilt. Look at this.
Glads. Oh my god.
So this is funny because this is what he ends up doing. It's like a really weird -1. But I actually have a pretty good like grindy hand against him, so I think it ends up just working out really easy for me. And yeah, I knew his hand was bogged with monsters because whenever they summon a Stratos, like he had 2 Prismas too. That feels real bad. So yeah, I get rid of my garbage cards. It's really great seeing a Thunder Dragon. Yeah, and that was a misclick actually.
What'd you do?
I played the Upstart first. I took it back like a fraction of a second after I did it, and then I discarded the Thunder Dragon, and then I played it, and he healed twice. I was like, hey, that was a misclick. That's not that's not soft cheating or anything. It was just like legit. Book of Moon. So like if I had a Swap Frog, that would have been nice, but I had a backup Substode, so it didn't matter at all. So yeah, he banished my Substode, which does kind of suck. And I could have called I said no Prio. Because like what are you going to have? What did I do? Oh, I used the Thunder Dragon to summon Exodius, and then I instantly got it back, just so I could get the +1. So here I'm gonna banish this for a swap to discard this, but like I don't have anything to draw with, so I think I'm just gonna make another stall game. I don't combo at all really here. I mean, it's clearly comboing, but yeah. See, I even go for just stall plays. Let me make a Stardust with Unifrog. So I have the soft dupe block, which is kind of useless, but it's still pretty good with Stardust because they're able to tag into this, but into a Murmillo that Stardust can negate, so it's actually okay. And then Unifrog's just going to poke your back row every turn. So I was, first time, like I just assume every card back there was going to be a War Chariot to negate my effects, but it was just a useless shrink. There's been a lot, like this tournament, I did a lot of just assuming your back row is useless because, I designed my deck to like ignore like D-prisons and everything. So most of the relevant traps don't do anything. Wow, Grammel. But I got the second dupe block, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave up on my combo. That's
right.
funny. That made a difference. I didn't realize that because I was like, I don't need to extend beyond this at all. Like even though I could have kept on looping with Treeborn Frog, I was like, I need the hard lock. This is Glads. So that would have lost me the game. This would have answered the Stardust, and then he would have slowly generated value because I have no back row. Wow, crazy. A lot of these cards are just one turn too late. That's kind of the benefit, is I get to ignore a lot of things just because like mathematically like you're not going to draw all your stuff. Like if I just go like I think I win in the long run. Is that it for the whole match? Yeah.